Hello everyone, this is me Mike, and in today's Destiny video I want to give you a quick overview over my Hunter PvP Iron Banner Crucible configuration that I used to level up to Iron Banner rank 5. I prefer Gunslinger over Blade Dancer just because I have these nice helmet, the Acleophage Symbiote, which supports the Gunslinger with a 4th golden gunshot. And also, I kind of like despise using Blade Dancer for personal reasons. But other than that, I can give you my quick overview of what perks I use for my Gunslinger. From the grenade tree, I prefer the Tripmine Grenade. Just because it does the most damage. You can stick it to tactical positions to block off enemies, walk paths, or get them by surprise. This is also the grenade that gives me the most post-mortem medals, so for that stupid bounty, this is the one I use. Then from the double jump, I use the triple jump, just because I can span longer distances while jumping. The golden gun, using the Combustion perk, which helps you greatly when shooting at control zones, because it's like a built-in Firefly / Icebreaker into your golden gun. And then from the throwing knife perk, I use Circle of Life, not because any of these perks are any better or worse, but simply for the fact that this thing nets me a little bit more armor. You can see Incendiary Blades, Knife Juggler. If I switch to Circle of Life, I get that extra bit of armor that helps me survive enemy grenades, for example, or just clutch situations with a sliver of health left. Then for the first skill tree, I'm going with Path Unknown, training focused on battle recovery and toughness. Then I use Keyhole for overpenetrating golden gun. Again, this perk helps with shooting at control zones, so if they line up by any chance, you just get 2 for the price of 1, and together with Combustion, both of them explode, causing a big havoc on control zones with 3 or 4 more enemies. And then from the second skill tree, I'm using Way of the Fearless, training focus on toughness at all costs, just to get that maximum armor configuration. And then from the last skill set, I use Over the Horizon to increase the range of the golden gun for cross-map snipes. I don't really like the additional throwing knife just because I'm not very skilled with it. And then Chain of Foe. The problem is that this triggers 4 subsequent kills, so you need to kill one to actually get something like that, and then the cooldown is pretty slow, so you end up this thing cooling down before you probably could use the additional stability or reload speed. I don't know, so that's why I'll just go with Over the Horizon. That's it, guys. This is my skill loadout. If you like these kinds of videos, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel for more Destiny content. To end this video, I'm giving you a little bit of a setup over my different weapon choices. My favorite gun is obviously the Vex Mythoclast, because of the Zen Moment perk. It's the only gun that I have that has Zen Moment, so that's really what I like it for. And also the crowd control is kind of like good for the second or third kill. Comes in really handy. Other primaries that I use are the Monte Carlo for the headshot bounty, and maybe the Thorn, just because you get the Thorn in the Iron Banner. So these are my 3 primary exotics that I switch between. Then for my special weapon, I actually use a version of the LDR 5001 with a pretty high stability for the LDR. You can see it's not maxed just for the lack of energies, but it has the Ambush SLH-25, which is a really nice scope on a sniper rifle, I find, and it has armor piercing, and then D-slot clown cartridge and double down. It really doesn't matter. I rolled this on random from a legendary engram, so these perks really don't come in handy as long as you have high stability and armor piercing. That's really what it counts in PvP. Firefly on that such a thing is nice. I used Predator Revenge before, which has Firefly, but it can't shoot through walls. Doesn't have those armor-piercing rounds, so that's really like why I switched to the LDR. Other than that, maybe the Found Verdict shotgun for close ranges, or the Invective, or maybe Swordbreaker if you're into raiding. I'm not big of a fan of using Icebreaker just because of the abysmal stability. And then for heavy weapons, Hunger of Crowd is really nice for tracking and the cluster bombs. And then the Culling is my medium to close range heavy machine gun. I rolled this Radigus Fury with Clown cartridge and tracking. It has maximum blast radius, and basically for every reload you have a chance of spawning 2 shells in your magazine instead of 1, whereas the Hunger of Crota you always have 2 shells. You have a guaranteed 2 shells without reloading. And then I run a set of mixed Iron Banner armor and raid armor just to stay at the top level of 32, to have the biggest advantage or the least disadvantage over any other participants in the Iron Banner. So that's it. Again, if you like these kinds of videos and wanted me to go into more details about these, give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. There's a big old subscribe button down below the video. I would really appreciate it, and until next time.